Well, welcome to Bucoda Gardens. This is the entryway here. We have recycled posts that were found on the property. We're collecting rocks and stuff as we come across them and stacking them up here. Eventually, it'll be full of rocks, and we'll be putting organic dirt on, raising some flowers and such. I'd like to get together with some 4-H kids and have them sew a sign for me, maybe some canvas or vinyl, and make a nice sign for Bucoda Gardens. Come with me. I have a juniper, a sequoia, and a cypress tree. Underneath, the soil and lighting and location is ideal, as I'm an avid mushroom hunter. I can inoculate this area with chanterelles. We're currently using them to dehydrate herbs. As you can see here up on the home, I need to install rain gutters, and then I'm going to have collection bins to collect rainwater, as I do not wish to water plants with waters that have chlorine and fluoride in them. As we move around forward into the side of the home here, you can tell that these flower bed and herb beds need to be revamped. Then in this entire area here, as you can see, I'd like to build beds for culinary and medicinal herbs, and this would be basically the herb garden. There are zones that I want to set up in the herb garden for local artists to set up their statues and artwork, sculpting, all that, and have a location to set them for people to view and purchase them. Let's go around and work more on the biodynamic zones here. Aside from the water, we have our first member of the dirt family here. This is Blaze, and he makes us our fertilizer. We put our kitchen scraps and compost in here, some ash from the fire, and when it fills up with enough good gross stuff, we'll be introducing some earthworms, and then eventually we'll be making more and more worm beds and having more rabbits. We would like to eventually be breeding rabbits to provide organic meat. This is the greenhouse, which is still in works. Again, I intend to have water collection of the rain, and this is the water reservoir I've collected. Moving on towards the back of the property, I'd like to get some artists together and create a screen that comes down to cover this area where there's the window and it rather looks odd. I would like to fix the electronics in this zone here, in these lights, to light up with LEDs, and then build a stage off of here for artists to perform in Bucoda Gardens, have garden parties and such. Over here, on the adjoining parcel, you can see that there is an old power box that needs to be revamped, and we could build a nice sound area here for the stage. In this grassy area here, it would be nice to have a few picnic tables for the garden parties and to enjoy the live musicians. Now this area over here is a work in progress. Just had an excavator came in about a month ago, and he had removed a whole bunch of garbage that was in this area. I don't know how good the soil is, so I have brought in some manure, and I'm bringing in these tires. I'm creating a pyramid in which I intend to grow strawberries out of. This zone right here, I'm going to be building a chicken coop to have organic eggs. And as we go along here on the back of the property, I intend to grow raspberries. Then further on, as you can see, I do have a small garden bed here. I wish to have all of this be gardens. This is where I would like to put gooseberries and blueberries. On this far corner of the property, stretching back towards the front, I would like to plant an orchard with cherries, apples, plums, and pears. Again, throughout the gardens and the orchard, I would like to have staging areas for local artists and sculptors to display their artwork. And this area here, which is very enchanting, has an ideal climate that stays very cool, and it would be ideal to set up as the produce stand for customers to come through to purchase their organic produce. There will be tables out with starts for people to have their own starts for herbs and vegetables. One nice thing that came with this is that there's plenty of miner's lettuce that grows wild, which is a choice wild edible. And so as things are processed here through the produce stand, deliveries are made to workers, and visits to farmers markets to move produce, there's still always going to be some leftovers. I intend to donate that to food banks, as well as make homemade preserves and dehydrated goods for winter holdover. And so next we will go and we will see the kitchen. Okay, and this is the Bucoda Gardens kitchen that I would like to have become certified to preserve goods, make jams, jellies, even dehydrated goods to continue to move healthy products. The kitchen obviously needs some work. I need to have the linoleum replaced. I need to have the stovetop replaced. I would eventually like to put in a 6-burner. I would like to install a convection oven with a better exhaust system. The countertops need to be replaced. A triple stainless steel sink installed to be brought up to code. Wash, rinse, sanitize. The oven is in perfect condition. The dishwasher, however, does need to be replaced. And as you can see, all of the cupboard door fronts are very mixed match. Some were repaired with some artwork put on it, but to have some nice contact skins over the top and make it look a lot more cleaner, up to code, is what I'm looking for, what I'm aiming for. Okay, and this is my vehicle. It's a Pathfinder. It doesn't get very good gas mileage, although I love the vehicle very much. I do, however, need to get something that's more fuel efficient to make deliveries, to get to the farmers markets. I would like to also have a small trailer to tow behind for moving larger plants, etc. My goal is to maybe get a gently used Subaru Outback or Forester. I feel that would be most ideal, most fuel efficient, and conducive for the project I have in mind here. Thank you for your participation.